Hello. Sister, I think you're the only one here.
Hi, just me and you.
Show me your video. Oh, there's two others. I'm going to try to figure out the view so when I record this time, it actually shows me. Cool, everybody must have got on at the same time. I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes and see who else gets on. Everybody got their workout in today, right? Yes. Tammy says no. I see Brittany, I see Lupe, and I see, who else is here? Both Brittany's, Anya, Amanda, and Tammy. I'm kind of mellow today, guys. I didn't bring you all my energy today. The workout kicked my butt this morning, so. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay, so we're at the end of week 2, and this is the point where some of you might feel a little bit more of a challenge. That's totally normal. So if you're kind of feeling like you want to have a cheat or you're feeling like you don't want to exercise some days, that's going to happen. But the difference between you succeeding and failing, or I guess I shouldn't say fail, I don't want to say that word, will be your determination to keep going. So when you have a rough day, just pick back up the next day and keep going. We've talked a lot about nutrition, but today I want to talk about exercise because I've kind of neglected that a little bit. But I think nutrition is the most important part, so I wanted to make sure you guys really understood that that was the most important thing to be focusing on when you first get started. But exercise is something that is also important because you want to make sure that you're exercising and challenging your body. If you're not challenging your body, you're not going to see the results that you've been hoping for. A lot of times we get into an exercise program and we start, we really restrict our diet, we exercise, we do a lot of cardio, and we start losing weight, but we don't feel good. We're exhausted, we're burnt out. Our body doesn't look the way we want it to look if we're not doing the proper exercises along with the nutrition. I spent many, many years doing the yo-yo dieting where I would just like eat tuna and crackers and do a lot of cardio. I had an elliptical and I would just get on that elliptical and I'd stay on there for 2 hours and be like, yes, I'm going to like get in the best shape of my life. Well, that never happened. And eventually that elliptical became a coat hanger and I didn't use it. And I think I paid like $1,000 for it and sold it for $200. So that is not the ideal way to live a healthy lifestyle, to lose weight and to feel good. It's about doing an effective workout and making sure that you're adding in your cardio, your strength, and all that. So if you're doing a program, the reason why it's laid out the way it is to get you the best results. So don't skip workouts just because you only like the cardio or even the yoga. Like don't skip the yoga and the stretching because those are all important components to get you the best results. Like the program I've been doing, it's crazy. Like it's the hardest program I've probably ever done, but I love it at the same time because it's challenging my body. Soreness is something that you're going to experience when you do something new and your body is experiencing change. The soreness comes from muscles that are being like torn. So all these little muscle fibers in your body are tearing. They're literally tearing. So you're going to feel that soreness. But some of you are like, why am I sore and why am I not recovering? You might not be recovering because you might be pushing a little bit too hard and doing too much. So if you're sore for 2 weeks straight, it's probably a time for you to take a little stretch break and take a down day and really just let your body rest. Make sure you're taking like baths and rubbing it out, getting a massage from Brittany. Brittany Wood does massage therapy. So if you're local, go get a massage. I never got massages until the past 2 years. And ever since I started getting them, I'm like, wow, what did I wait so long for? They are totally worth it. It will help release some of that soreness. But yeah, your little muscle, the fibers in your muscle, they're going to start tearing. And that's when you're sore. So your down day, your rest day, as much as you don't want to take it sometimes, that rest day is when those muscles repair. And in that repair process, they're going to grow. That's when your muscles get bigger. And I'm not talking like bulky bigger. I'm just talking they get stronger. You gain that muscle and then you burn fat. So the reason why you see those people who are just doing cardio, and all of us have probably done it before, and they look like they don't look healthy. They just look weak and tired. And you're like, what's going on with that person? It's because they're exercising so hard that they're burning muscle at the same time. So if you're adding strength training in, you're going to build muscle and you're going to burn fat. I hope that made sense. But if you're just doing a lot of cardio and you're not taking care of your body and you're just exercising over and over and over, and you're just like, I don't want to up my weights, I'm just going to use these 5-pounders forever, that's when your body eats muscle at the same time that it's eating fat. And that's when you get that, I don't look good naked. You want to look good naked. You don't want to just be, skin and bone and you lost your muscle too. So that's the importance of weight training. So know that soreness it's not a bad sign. It's actually a good sign that you're challenging your body, but it's also something that doesn't measure your success. So you don't have to be sore to be getting results. Once your body is used to the exercises, you can still get results from them and increase your weights and increase the intensity of what you're doing and still get results, even if you're not sore. So don't just base that off that. The other thing is, if you're trying to get cardio in, I know a lot of us have Fitbits and we're driven by the steps. Ideally, you should be getting 10,000 steps a day, but don't kill yourself trying to get 10,000 steps. That's just to motivate you to get off your butt more, and get yourself moving. High intensity interval training is an option that is more effective than doing your long hour of cardio. So if you don't have an hour to go out and go for a jog every day, it's more effective if you actually did 20 minutes of HIIT training. And HIIT training is where you do a steady state cardio, and then you bring your heart rate up really high to where you literally can't push yourself any harder. And then you need to take a break. Like you can't breathe. Like you're like doing high knees or something, or you're down doing mountain climbers where you're on your hands and you're just running. Stuff like that is really going to get you more results because it increases your metabolism and it gets your body in this different state. And so if you do that for 20 to 30 minutes a day, you're going to get more results doing that. You can YouTube HIIT training. It's HIIT. So high intensity interval training. Just Google it and read about it because you'll learn that by doing that, you can save time and it's going to increase your metabolism. And the thing with that is it increases your metabolism throughout the whole entire day. So for the rest of the day, you're going to be burning more calories. You might say, hey, Amy, I only burn 300 calories during my 20 to 30 minute workout. But when I do a 60-minute walk outside, I burn 500 calories. The thing is, with the walk, you're burning calories then, but with the high intensity interval training, along with weight training, you're also burning calories throughout the rest of the day. You're increasing your calorie burn like the whole entire day. So overall, you're burning more calories by doing those other exercises. I hope that really made sense. Let's see what else. Muscle gain. I think a lot of people, even sometimes I think this way, as much as I know it's not true. I think about muscle gain and I think weight gain. So we're all trying to lose weight, but if I lift weights, I'm going to gain muscle, and muscle's heavy and I'm going to gain weight. That's not necessarily true. When you gain muscle, you are more likely to burn fat and you're still going to lose weight. You're actually more likely to lose weight than somebody else who isn't lifting weights. So don't be afraid of those weights and don't be afraid to increase those weights because that's what's going to get you the results. Definitely get your balance in, listen to your program, and make sure you're challenging yourself. If you feel like you're done with your workout and you want to go run for an hour, there's something wrong. Like you're not working out hard enough. Your workout either isn't hard enough for you, or you're not carrying heavy enough weights, or you're not pushing yourself hard enough. There's going to be days where you don't feel like pushing, but make sure your nutrition is on point and make sure you're really focused and that you're exercising the time of day that is most effective for you. I have been loving the morning workouts because I feel like I'm getting something done in the morning. I got my workout out of the way, and the rest of the day I don't have to worry about exercise anymore. If I exercise at night, I tend to put it off later and later, and then I make excuses. And then when 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm too tired to do it. So by doing it in the morning, I'm more likely to get it done. It might be different for you, depending on what time of day you feel like you have the most energy to work out. If you get up early in the morning and you're just dragging, like what's the point in working out? That's my opinion. I want you to feel like you're actually giving 100% for your workout. And your workout intensity is going to determine your results too. So you've got to be pushing, and you should feel pretty tired by the time you're done. But you recover and you feel good. So don't spend hours and hours exercising. I guess that was my whole big point. We talked about overtraining that I posted this morning. Overtraining is a really big thing. I did it to myself, and I am known to do that because I get excited about exercising, and I just go, and I'm like, I feel great. And the next thing you know, you're not sleeping good, you're tired, you're fatigued, you're grouchy. Your appetite might actually go away if you don't have an appetite at all. And for some people, you want to eat more. All the signs that I posted in the group today, be very aware of that, but also be aware of it might be other issues. Like it might just be lack of sleep, and it might just be nutrition. But overtraining is one that a lot of people will be in denial about. But if you're not getting results and you actually start gaining weight, or your scale's not moving and you're not feeling good and you're just like losing your drive for even wanting to do the challenge or wanting to even change your lifestyle, there's a big chance you're overtraining. So if you feel like you are, but you're not sure, go ahead and message me, because we can talk about it and make sure that that's not what's going on. And if it is, you have to force yourself to rest. I promise you it'll be worth it. It'll totally be worth it. The more you rest in between the hard exercise, the more results you're going to get. Yeah, that's a big balance, because sometimes you might be missing the nutritional aspect, or you might just be getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep at night, and that might be what's going on. Struggles, meal planning. I know you guys want me to cover meal planning, and I would love to bring the camera into my kitchen and show you guys what I do. I honestly am really simple. So my best advice is to take your grocery list, and there's one in the documents. If you don't have a grocery list, make sure you look that up in the Google Drive. I have all those documents available for you. Or if you're doing a 21-day fix, what I do is I take the list, and I know what foods I need to eat. That's why I like the 21-day fix, like the portion control, because then that way you can see exactly what you need to eat. You know the red containers are your proteins. You know the green containers are your vegetables. The yellow containers are your carbs. The purple ones are your fruits. Like, you know what you need to be eating throughout the day. So you just go down your list and you say, here's my protein. I'm going to eat 2 eggs for breakfast. So that's 1 red container. And then I'm going to eat some spinach. That's a green container. Like, you can just, it's so simple the way that I like to think about it. I actually start with, like, on Sunday, I'll meal prep, or Sunday or Monday. And then I'll think about two meals a day that I want to eat. I'll look through the guidebook. I'll look at teambeachbody.com. I use Team Beachbody because it tells you like what containers each meal equal. So I'll look at the meals for lunch and dinner, and I'll pick 2 or 3 meals, and I'll start there. So I'll have my calendar out, or I'll have a piece of paper out, and I'll say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to eat the same lunch and dinner. So I'll create like 3 servings of 2 different meals. It's like that simple. And then I write down what containers those are equal to, and then I see what I have left. And usually my breakfast is Shakeology, which is a red container, or I'll do 2 hard-boiled eggs, or I'll fry 2 eggs. And then I'll be left with like 2 purples and 1 yellow, or something like that. And that's what I'll have for my snacks. Snacks for me are usually cashews. I'll do almond butter with an apple. I don't eat much yogurt, but you can do plain yogurt. You can add a little bit of honey to it. Try to keep it simple and not too complicated. A lot of us have families that don't like to eat what we eat, and I experience that too. My girls, I have a 10-year-old that like would just eat hamburgers. Like, she doesn't want anything really healthy. She like freaks out if there's a tomato near her food. So we all have to deal with that. But the best thing you can do is just focus on your meals and keep it simple for dinner. I keep it really simple for dinner. It'll be like pork chops, steak, or chicken breast. And then I'll have vegetables and a side that they'll eat. Like, it'll be macaroni and cheese or something that I won't eat for them. And then I'll have my fruits or vegetables as a side. Like, nice and simple for dinner. And then the lunch is where I have my pre-made stuff. I'll pre-make dinners too. Like, I'll do a crock pot recipe. You can look on Pinterest. Somebody mentioned that too. Meal prep on Pinterest is awesome. And even on YouTube, you can look up meal prep for the 21-day fix. And there's lots of other coaches that have put together videos just in their kitchen, showing you. Autumn has some really awesome ones herself. I really like hers. they're all professional, and she just shows you a few different simple meals. That's kind of where I got all my ideas from. So don't overthink it. Just start making those better decisions. And the same thing with eating out. Like, you can still eat out, but just be aware that if you eat well, there's probably a lot of hidden fats and a lot of hidden salts and sugars and all that stuff added to their foods that you normally don't have in the foods that you're eating at home. So you just want to keep it simple. You can order egg whites, you can order chicken breasts, you can eat steak at restaurants. Salads, just say minus the cheese, minus the croutons. You don't need all that extra stuff. No dressing, or go with the balsamic vinegar. They usually have that everywhere. Or just olive oil even. But yeah, we talked about some of that. We posted some in the group on that. Please ask more questions. I love questions. We talked about positive self-image this week. Positive self-image is one that even I struggle with. I think really knowing yourself and knowing like where you want to be in life and knowing what your goals are and thinking about those every single day is really going to get you to stay focused and remembering your why. Like each of us has a big reason why we want to be here, why we want to be healthy, why we want to feel good, and why we want to keep going. And there's some days where you feel like you have no hope, but you just have to think about, why do I want this? And remember that good feeling. Remember how good it feels when you eat right, when you exercise, because it feels awesome. And I hope that each of you have experienced that. If for some reason you're not experiencing that awesome feeling, it could be like nutrition, it could be sleep, it could be stress. Stress is one that a lot of us deal with, and it's a hard one. It's a really hard one, but you have to take time for yourself. Find time for yourself. We all have 30 minutes somewhere in our day where we can relax, read a book, take a bath, go get your nails done, get your hair done, something for you, because this is about you. And at this time, it's time for you to focus just for you. I know a lot of us might feel guilty if we're exercising and our kids are running around, or we want to go to the gym and we have to get a babysitter, but don't feel guilty, because the more you take care of yourself, the happier your family is going to be. They're going to see you happy, and it's just going to create a better future for all of you. Let's see what else. We had a question come up in the group. It was about, it's bedtime and I'm not at my calorie goal. What should I do? Do I eat the food, go to bed with my stomach full like we're not supposed to, or do I skip those calories? That's a tough one. It depends on how much calorie deficit you have. If you're like 200 to 300 short, I say skip it, because the chances are you probably ate a little bit more than you thought or missed something somewhere, very likely. So don't worry about eating if you're within a few hundred calories, or if you're missing like one container or 2 containers even, don't stress about that. But if you do feel hungry and you haven't ate since 1 o'clock or something crazy, and it's time for bed and you're like 500 or 600 calories short, you haven't had 4 of your containers, definitely eat. Like, you got to eat, but don't eat carbs, don't eat fruits. Just eat your vegetables and your proteins and you'll be fine. Like, it's more important that you get some protein in your body if you haven't eaten and you're your deficit is way too big, because then your body might go into starvation mode. And the next morning when you start eating, you're going to be super hungry and you're going to eat too much, very likely that you will. And your body's going to hang on to the fat more that way. So yeah, just look at your deficit and make sure that it's not like 500 calories or more, or you're missing a few containers. Any questions? Sorry, I'm kind of talking about a lot of stuff today, but I wanted to cover some of that. Trying to think what else came up. Amanda, you want to go ahead?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
So I've heard that it's best to eat fruit for like your snacks, or at least an hour before or after meals, just because of the digestive enzymes. Is that something you've heard before?
Yeah, I've heard that too. So that's really good.
So don't eat your fruit with your meal, right? Like at the exact same time.
I actually hardly ever do, because I usually use that for my snacks. I only eat fruit like twice a day. So I'll eat apples and grapes. So yeah, I think that's great advice.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, sir. Thank you. Brittany?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I'm having a hard time getting all of my carbs in. And I don't know because I didn't think that I liked brown rice and I actually ended up trying it. So I've been doing that or like toast with my PB2. But other than that, I don't know like when's the best time to get it in or what to eat with it. Because I'm not a big like sweet potato fan and I'm trying to stay away from regular potatoes. So
Hmm. Are you doing fruit then? Is that
yeah.
where you're getting your carbs?
Well, no, well, that one's a separate container. I mean, I've been doing peas.
Oh yeah, because you're doing the containers. So you're talking about like your yellow container, and
Yeah.
there's nothing on that list that you want to eat.
Well, I mean, like, I've done the peas, I've done a potato here and there just to make sure I'm getting it in, along with the brown rice, and I think rolled oats counts, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah. Steel cut oats are my favorite personally, if you like those. Oatmeal. Yeah, your rice is fine. Rice is actually, those ones are actually fine. I mean, I think if you like those, and to me, once or twice a day is plenty. You might need like 3 times a day. I'm not sure how many yellow containers you have.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet potatoes are at the top of the list. So the top of the list are the healthier ones. The farther down you get, like the crackers and the bread, those are the ones that I try to avoid personally. But like a whole wheat tortilla is totally an option too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to make sure you're getting them because if you aren't getting enough carbs, you're going to eventually kind of bonk. Like that's going to make you feel exhausted and fatigued, and you're not going to want to exercise anymore. So I don't think it's a problem unless you're actually lacking energy. Like for me, I think I don't eat a lot either. Honestly, I don't, and I feel great. But I eat a sweet potato almost every single day.
So when is the best time? Didn't you say like before you work out? Is that the best time to do it? The carbs?
Yeah, like a little bit, but you don't want it to be like too much. Like you don't want to have a full lunch before you work out. Like a snack would be good. So yeah,
Okay.
your toast qualifies for that. Your apple, grapes. But yeah, the yellow ones really your carbs that are going to give you all that energy. So you want to make sure at least once or twice a day you're getting them somewhere. And those are carbs that get stored up in your body. So even if you didn't eat it within an hour or two of working out, it's still going to be stored from like your meals that you've had before, as long as you're eating some every day.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. And you should probably like sweet potatoes. Just teasing. A lot of people don't like them. I've been getting them just locally at like Fiesta Foods, and sometimes you get ones that are really gross. But some of the best ones I've gotten were at Costco, and it was like $10 for a big bag, and they're so sweet to me. So I really like them. Maybe putting cinnamon on them or baking them. Like I cut them into JoJo's and I'll bake them in the oven and I'll put cayenne pepper and garlic and some salt and pepper, and to me they taste awesome. So it might just be me like experimenting with them. Anybody else have a question? Something they want me to talk about? Don't be shy. It's okay. Is there anything that you guys don't like about the group or anything that you really like about the group that you'd like to see more of, or any suggestions? I'm trying to keep it like user friendly so you guys aren't confused when you come in and check in. And that's why I've kind of blocked the wall. But today I decided every Saturday I'll just unblock the wall so you guys can just post away and motivate each other.
I do like when you put the total points that we can get at the bottom, like on the daily challenge or something. Like if you say total points for today are, and then 7 points, that way we're not too confused, because sometimes we'll be like 9 or 8 or 7. So it does help when you put the total points.
Right. Oh gosh, that's a great topic. Like I had a lot of people message me and they were like, I don't know what the points are today. And then somebody was posting 8 and somebody thought it was 7, and it was all getting messed up. So I kind of decided that we would just not do the bonus points. We would just keep it at 6 for every single day. So that's the plan. But we can totally do that, like at the bottom. That's why I did that today, because I was like, total points are 6. Just say, get rid of all those questions. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. It was supposed to work out better, but it kind of got crazy. Anything else? Come on, guys, now's your time. We're all going to work out now. Forgot to tell you guys that. Nobody thought that was funny.
I was laughing. I was just on mute.
We could do that. We could do like a workout this way. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. And the weekend's here, so please, if you're going to go out to eat, just really stick to your guns. I've gone out twice now. We went to Mexican food, and that was so hard not to eat the chips and salsa, but I didn't eat one of them. I ordered guacamole and just kind of ate that and dreamed about eating chips. But yeah, you still got to live a little. So if you, like, once a week you go out and you want to have a glass of wine, or you want to have, just that one thing, that one piece of pizza. I know it looks like probably 50% of you have had pizza. If that's your thing and you love pizza, like, make that your cheat meal, stick to 1 or 2 slices, and then move on and be strict for the rest of the week. So I hope you guys are still feeling good, and I'm glad you got on today. I hope it helped a little bit today. I kind of was all over the place with different topics, but give me your ideas and what you want to talk about, and I'll try to share my knowledge with you and help keep you guys going. So we're a third of the way through. We have 4 more weeks to go. I'll start posting the top losers of the week. This week I'm going to post the top losers overall for the last 2 weeks, but after this week I'll start posting by week and not do overall, because if I do overall, you're going to know, like, you're going to see somebody in the lead and just get discouraged. So I don't want that to happen. So we're just going to post and congratulate those who are in lead for the week. So I hope to see your name on leaderboards, because you're all doing awesome, and keep up the good work. One more thing that just popped in my mind was, if you injure yourself or you are super, super sore, you can expect the scale to go up. That's totally normal. Your body is protecting itself and it retains water. So drink extra water. If if you feel like your soreness, or you like pull the muscle a little bit or something, that's going to cause you to gain weight. So don't freak out and worry. As soon as you heal and you rest and the soreness goes away, your weight will drop again. So don't stress that. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Let's have a great weekend and get ready for next week. Still prep, keep prepping every week and looking at all those goals. All right, guys. Thanks for getting on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you guys soon. See you in the group. Bye.